Hello and welcome back to the left side of reality. This is your host as always, Snow the First. Last time we went through the toughest challenge of the series yet when we um when we took on the dusk. This episode, now that the dusk has passed, we can spend our times relaxing and being a lot more casual with what we do in this game. So we start off day 22 with two missions. Five employees that are level 5, already done and then some. End the day with Clyfoth level 8 or lower. Days don't usually run that long. The only reason last week's did is because we had no choice. But okay, we have our new friends here. Reddit, just straight up the little mascot for Reddit, and the shelter. The shelter is going to be something we have to be very, very careful about, given its effects. So, okay, anyone that isn't working bird will work the armor for physical instead. Oh, speaking of filling stuff out, we have some... still some time before we reach level 4 there. I think Anton would be able to do this now because of level 3 attachment. Let's see how well that works. Anton and Basil could do this. We do need to go to the bear at some point because we do need the boxes to get the armor. And Pansy, you go say hi to our new friend. Let's see how you do against it. Good start. I thought instinct was the right thing to do, unless Pansy just got unlucky because her life is like that. No, I think Pansy just got unlucky because her life is just like that. Oh, Pansy. One day you will win at something. Although, speaking of work, one thing we can do is Gabriella here is, I think, our sole agent with 5 and everything. She, out of everyone, however, there's a level above that, EX, so I can have Gabriella go around and train on a few things to try and get to that final level. Like, just send her to deal with people every so often. It would be a good way to grind boxes, too. Training. Her stats and her armor mean she should be able to handle most anything I send her against. Why did the Clyfoth counter only get... Why is the Clyfoth counter at 1? Why do I not like where this is going all of a sudden? I think last time it was Bird Tatiana, or... I forgot who got sent where last time for this. Yeah, their stats there before. Anyone in particular need radio work? That could be good. Lamarcus needs that. Needs that. It needs physical. Jose could also use some of that. This thing is not, in fact, the Reddit mascot. What it actually is Little Helper. Look at it. Isn't it adorable? Uh, 18 boxes for the guidelines, 20 for the work preferences. They're all pretty standard for T level. Okay, next thing Gabriella's gonna do in her little tour of getting little bits of stats is some attachment with the bear here. Her attachment is already sky high. It's just a matter of pushing it that extra little bit. Funny enough, attachment is the one thing I feel we don't need. We have that for like days. We're almost close to a meltdown, so I want to be careful about that. I would say a little bit of insight for whoever might happen to need it. Mary, then. Oh, shoot. No, I might throw Mary at the radio instead. Fortitude would be... Well, that's more or less what I've been doing. Throwing them at Punishing Bird and Crumbling Armor respectively. Once they both reach level 4, it should be safe to throw them at all-around Helper. Okay, Bloodbath and the box. I am okay with that. Keep grinding attachment on these things. Although, if anything, you guys need fortitude as well. And then Misona, you just do your like 10 seconds or so on the box. Oh, speaking of fortitude, Misona needs some. Also, we have a Crimson Dusk incoming, so we need to move people through the corridors when the time comes for that. This is gonna be a very standard day. I don't predict anything too crazy happening. Fingers crossed. As long as we hit the energy goal, then should be good. The fortitude stats of who specifically are you talking about? 50, 85. Who was the person that kept using for this? Emilia. Yeah, she got her insight cranked up sky high because of that. Well, if it ain't broke. Let's see. 48 and 50. For the people that, for the people that have low fortitude, sending them to the soda and to the puppy seems like the plan. Anyone who's not working on that can work on Bird instead for Insight. Because Insight is technically the main stat that one is meant to level. Okay, you're wearing Beak, so you should be fine there. You do that. You do that. I guess the main thing right now is all the low, what's the word I'm looking for? All the low... How much did I need for the bear stuff? 30 times 3, 90, 40, 80, 170. We still have a while to go for the bear. Oh, Anton needs fortitude like crazy. Like, these aren't the best fortitude trainers, but the advantage of them is, what's the word I'm looking for? The advantage of them is that they're relatively safe for the new people that cannot work on anything else. It's gonna take a while for Mary to get all the way the fuck down there. Speaking of insight training, Anton, I think, has super low fortitude for his level. Yeah, 2. 3 temperaments. So, throw him at the dog. Emilia's just gonna hit Insight 5 because of this. She's the only person I trust to work on the Scorched Girl. Oh. Nope. Can't cancel Scorched Girl for right now. We need a plan for the clowns. The clown shouldn't be too threatening, so I can send some of the newer people at them, but I still don't like them. Especially if one of them goes to Scorched Girl's corridor and takes out her last bit of life off. And when it's normal, it lowers with... The ego gift you get for this guy is glasses. That's kind of hilarious. And actually, this is very good in its own way. Success rate 2, work speed 2, insight work success rate plus 3. That actually looks like a gift I would want. Okay, 9 more for that, but not right. do we want to use this? Okay, everyone just kind of take their own corridor in preparation for Clown Town. Any of the newer agents that need help will be retreated and sent, and a newer agent will go back up. But I think the clowns aren't really attackers; they're more nuisances. Who is the noise agent, actually? Let's see. Bloodbath. Frost Splinter. Beak. Fragment. No. I think they were in safety, question mark. I have no idea where the noise person is. Oh, yep, it's Basil. Oof. Okay, Pansy by herself can take on one of the clowns, so you take that corridor. Or wait, did I grab two people by mistake? No, I didn't want Anton to go with you. Oh wait, you're doing a loop because Central is silly like that. Okay, Tatiana, since you're in the area, you trigger it. Trigger it with Punishing Bird. When did you get your Clive off so long? Watch, this is the corridor it chooses to spawn in, because these clowns are just like that. Okay, any place where clowns are not addressed. You seem to be fine. Oh, what did I say? The place they went to. Okay, I'm a bit annoyed that they stole boxes from the Scorched Girl, because we actually need those. But other than that, that was painless. Now the Noon, that's the real question. Mary, your turn with the bird. Just so that it doesn't get upset and escape while I'm sending Amelia to the Scorched Girl. See if we can't, No, insight. See if we can't, recover the boxes we lost to the clown. 60. I am not a fan of that. How many did we need for all the stuff again? 85. If we don't get it in this day, we'll get it in the next day. It's not like I'm in any particular rush. Okay, Anton, pretty sure you're next. You know what? We may as well acknowledge that the bird's gonna break out at some point. Yeah, just let it do its thing. And you know what? Let's have... Yep, there it is. Because more often than not, the bird's nothing but a nuisance that pecks around a bit and then leaves, I just imagine it's treated more like a pet here in control than anything. Like, up, here comes Punishing Bird with its friendly little taps. They do basically nothing, because everyone's so kitted out in strong armor. You know what? If it's throwing a temper tantrum anyways, I'll send someone to put on radio. Lamarcus could also use some fortitude. Ah, but not Little Helper. I don't like that red weakness. I super don't like that red weakness. Alright, just to reset the loop in my head, Basil, do the bear, so that I know it's Pansy next. And then, Emilia, you also do your thing. I can kind of see how Clyfoth can get out of control, how the Meltdown can get out of control, because you have so many employees and so many things you are juggling at once that I can see how it can just build like crazy. I don't think the people in training have had much stuff to do, so I'm gonna send them to some instinct training. No, attachment, then yeah, attachment, then other stuff. So we're just gonna send them to our designated newbie attachment trainers. They won't trigger bloodbath. Yeah, it's level 1. So you go to Fragment, and you go to Bloodbath. I'm actually almost there for Scorched Girl to get her stuff. Teddy Bear might not happen today. We'll just have to see. And the shelter, we're not even touching the shelter unless we absolutely have to. That's how scared I am of it. While we're planning more stuff, here's some pleasing music starring Misa. Just slowly chip away at this until it reaches level 4, and then we don't have to worry about it until the future. Although this can still be a pretty useful tool because, like we saw before, when we sent a White Week agent to the Snow Queen, it got to 4. When we sent a White Week agent against Snow Queen from Inflammation, yeah, even though the Information agent was White Week, the healing from Theresa basically patched it up, made it not matter. Okay. A round of instinct work with our bird here, and then meltdowns. We need to start grinding attachment on Garuna. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Lobotomy Corporation. Why are you like this? I would say Anton would be good for that. What do we do about you? Oh, speaking of which, our new shelter is also melting down. Okay, Pansy for that. And so is Little Helper. No, I'm pretty sure Basil. I did that specifically to reset that. Speaking of Basil, I guess we send him to deal with the shelter here. And last but not least, Gabriella, go in there for like 2 seconds, will you? Just immediately hop out. Anyone we missed for meltdowns, anyone at all. Doesn't look like it. Okay, get out. So the real question is, what the hell do we do about that noon? Because that is not a noon I want to do anything with for any reason. Should we just pull the plug when we reach it? Before we reach it, that is to say. Because... Okay, anyone in... Anyone that needs attachment that I don't think would feel dead on the spot. Ironically, the black damage abnormality is mega weak to black damage. Basil could have it. The problem is, I don't trust the low fortitude and prudence. Pansy, maybe? Yeah, Pansy. Just the -1, the permanent -1 sanity because of that mask. Oh, you poor soul. Anyway, Gabriella, do a run of Queen here. Lesihan, do a run of radio. See if we can't finally get that to level 5. So, for anyone that might not know, this is Indigo Noon. A special noon ordeal that is disproportionately difficult for being a noon. Our top agents could probably handle it with no issue, might be able to handle it, but I don't know if the Indigo Noon wouldn't wipe out a lot of our new agents in the process of doing so. So it's one of those things where it's like, maybe better not to take a risk. Yeah, even though we have a lot of low-key abnormalities, we do also have a lot of super high energy producers to help out with that. Okay, the equipment for Scorched Girl and the barrel just have to wait for the next day. We can't do it now. We just can't. Anyone that could use a tiny bit of fortitude. Mary? Yeah, Mary. Or not fortitude, insight. Snow Queen, I believe, is also a high box producer, so make use of that. Okay. Mary, could you please get a move on? Okay, just one more work and we're done. In that case, I may as well send Amelia to Scorched Girl. Try and see if I can't get her stuff in one go. Maybe one day I'll feel secure about taking on an Indigo Noon and I can show it off, but I feel like I need everyone in E-level armor bare minimum before we could even attempt something like that. Or at the very least have enough people in good armor so that the people that would get wrecked Is this not bluish? Because the giant rocks is fine. Giant rocks we could handle. I super thought that was sweepers. I'd still rather not risk it. Oh, the good news is we can just grab all the stuff for Scorched Girl, I'm pretty sure. So that's going to be 2 armors and the weapon. Someone's going to end up with the full 4th match flame set. A very lucky person, as they get a giant gun. Yeah, I may as well pull the plug. Someone got promoted in the middle of all that. It was Basil, thanks to promoting his temperaments to 3. Okay, what is our abnormality lineup looking like? I'll hang his head over my bed. Only then can I get up in the morning without having a nightmare. The city remained a beautiful place where the emerald road sparkled bright as ever. Tell the kid today's treat is grape flavored candy. Dream devouring slick current. Is that warm-hearted woodsman? And I have no idea what this one is. Or is this, Scarecrow? Yeah, Scarecrow. I mean, we have been needing a good insight trainer for all our new ones. For the people with high attachment but low imprudence, this might be perfect for them. Yeah, I feel like Scarecrow for right now might solve our problems. A teardrop fell from this child of the galaxy. Now you become the sky and I land. I have no idea what this one is. Tale says the moon bewitches the man, yet in reality... Oh! Le llanto de la luna. This isn't Clouded Monk, because that's also Donator. This one technically won't... This one technically won't contribute to our abnormality if the solution is the thing. And that's what I want to focus on. Do you think this stream series is concerned about monetization? The main reason I'm hesitant to grab this one is because it's a donator one and so doesn't count for the 100% dissolution. You know what? The thing about this game is that you can always just go back again and again. Just again and again and again. Memory repo is a thing. Mankind has yearned to build a fertile world for a long time. But what did fertile really mean to them? Is it worthy of all the tales of conflict and pain that took place? Numerous stories began and vanished. And in that process, people started to lose faith. Looking at them, some saw despair, while others saw hope. At a certain moment, a new civilization was born. Countless things changed. in the blink of an eye. Along with the emergence of new technologies, all of the wings that keep this world afloat hold at least one singular unity. That's right. Just as the first humans wanted, those technologies had the intention to create a fertile world. People wanted a better world. And that aim for a better world set forth new spectacles of shimmer, a previously unimaginable sight that burst forth to the unprepared mind. Whether or not all that made everyone's life truly fertile is a question we simply won't know the answer to. One thing is certain, it is what enabled me to speak with you now. It seems the employees have become more talkative these days. They seem more motivated than usual. It's rare to see such a lively atmosphere. It's even getting me. Oh wait, that's the other one. Boo. Lively isn't really the right word. It's more like excited over a trivial thing, all because of a new manager. That's nothing special to us. Be more understanding, Tipperith. This is Lobotomy Corporation. News is rare other than the usual word of someone's death. The employees need something to talk about. Well, if it makes them more efficient at work for even a short time, then yes, I'll be understanding. What I can't get is why they're so noisy about it all. Weren't you excited the first time a new manager came in as well? Well, yes, because it was the very first time. It's still worth the excitement, even if it's not the first time it happened. Do you remember? Back then, we made a bet whether the manager could save an employee who was a 95% mental corruption. Of course I remember. I bet that he couldn't, and you placed your bet on them being saved. Yeah, though the employee died, unfortunately. I was so happy with my victory, I insisted on keeping up our bets, even though the result always ended up the same. Right, but then you stopped making the bets at one point. Well, because you always lost. Winning wasn't fun anymore. I never bet without thinking it through, though. I always placed my hope in him, thinking, maybe this time. It's a shame you never got to win once. Well, maybe if we had infinite time, I guess a day would come when my hopes could come true. What do you think, manager? It could happen. I will find a way to make it happen. I've made very dumb things happen in this dream series. I agree with you, manager. Perhaps the bet could have turned out differently if we'd met sooner. 7 or lower. Also not a big deal. And next might be 6 or lower, which would be fine. That's at around how much our days take anyways. Unless they threw a oh high. Black. White and red are separate, and they're both important in their own way, but black. Black is damage to both. Or wait, it's different in the field and it... I'm doing some thoughts in my head. Oh right, we need to assign people to the new department. But how do we do that? Galliana, you're level 3. Congratulations on getting promoted. And we probably don't need this many people here, so let's see. Any weaknesses in particular that are being shared here? Black. And white. What's your weakness? Your weakness is red and black. Or no, your weakness is white. So I'm gonna take a black weakness person just to kind of actually, never mind. Feels like we need a ranged and close. We may need to hire a third person, or... No, I think we can still just kind of borrow from other departments. Control has just been left to the classics again. Joy wouldn't be too bad because soda armor is... Oh no, speaking of armor. We can start putting people in 4th match flame. Better physical, normal white, same black. I'd say maybe that might be worth swapping out. Or who right now is stuck in Zayn armor is what I should be asking. Ah, she got the Risk Cutter Ego gift. That's nice. Rose is in Teth. She's in Fragments from somewhere. You are in Zayn. And you know what? Have a giant fucking gun. Leagues better than the one you had. Is this the face of mercy? Okay, who was the last person to have Zayn? Teth. Oh wait, you have penitence. I was looking at the weapons. Okay, who has what? Wrist cutter. So cute. I think that's all of the Zayn that was left. No, that's what I was gonna do today. Just gonna put you in that for now. And shuffle around the equipment more when I get another chance. Oh boy. The core suppressions are coming up for a for a 3. That's gonna be something to look out for. But anyway. Black week, white week. That should be pretty good for the... Kind of feels like I want to shuffle around the departments a bit. Right. There was a lot of Black Week armor. That was one reason I've been thinking about swapping out, getting black shields. I might get that. I'll definitely look at that next. Well, nothing for it. I have 3 red shield bullets. Scarecrow searching for wisdom. Now you, I don't know what's going on with you. Yes, but there's still black damage effects, like, for example, the tentacles of Violet Moon. The main form of physical damage is the slam down that we avoid with the main form of red damage for Violet Moon is the slam down we avoid with the elevators anyways, and then it's a bunch of chipped black damage, as just an example. Okay, Scarecrow searching for wisdom. How do I want to find you? You're too high. You're at just the right level, I think. Oh, is that what this number is for? Okay. Although this, speaking of the interface, this also basically spoils everything else we get. HP, SP, so white and red and white. Or no, recovery bullets. HP recovery, SP recovery, white, red, white, black, hail to slow down enemies and to kill people, which, believe it or not, we need. So anyways, what I was saying. The high attachment and low prudence people would be perfect to work on them. So, London, you first. You're in this department anyways. These places being so big means it takes forever for agents to get anywhere. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, this does white damage, so something to keep in mind if I'm sending people over there. Ah. That was considered meh. Okay, 0.8 white resistance, so not 10. As for up here, I guess second verse same as the first. Oh! Mary and Tatiana spent so long grinding on that they ended up with 4 fortitude. We love seeing that, we do. Okay, then they can work on Little Helper. Although we still need someone to work on you. Lamarcus needs training in his fortitude, but he has Frost Splinter, which is red weak, so I don't want to send him to Little Helper. I'm not sure where I would send him instead. I guess here would be the best one, because even if he's red weak... Let's test that out, actually, since the beginning of the day. Even if he's red weak, he has enough HP to survive. That's what I'm saying. One day I'll have my thoughts in order. Lasiha, daily dose of radio. Finally pushed that goddamn repression stat to full, to 5. I've been trying to do it for so long now. Okay, little helper. Help get our new units. I love how attachment has just level 2 and 3 common attachment just randomly in the middle there. Also, it's not actually called dual helper. It's all around helper. Okay, just... Oh, we can unlock this right off the bat. This is... This is something I've been wanting for a while. So I want this. I want someone to have this. The armor itself is pretty decent. It is exactly what I've been looking for. So let's see. 90, 140 to get everything. Right, what was I doing again? I got so distracted that I completely forgot my train of thought. Okay. Excavate people. Start grinding your fortitude. The other thing we need to worry about is our new employees here. It's good to train the new guy, the older guys to be super good, but we need to start training these too. Okay, Adam, work on your fortitude. You're the only one that still has it at 2. For people that aren't fortitude insight training on bird instead. A, so it doesn't get pissy, and B, just to push it up to 3. Anyone that could use some good... Okay, you two grind attachment just to get that to level 3. We started getting to the point where we have real balancing acts going. I still want to know... Okay, Scorched Girl doesn't need anything. I don't think. Teddy Bear, we still need another... How much was it? 90... Wait, can we get everything for Bear? Oh my god, we can. Oh no, wait, 2. We still need another 40. Never mind. Okay, Pansy, you first down the list. You're gonna have EX level EX level attachment just from this. About what you were saying earlier, I kind of feel like we need Prudence and Fortitude level 3 before we can do anything too risky with the bird. Maybe a tiny bit of Justice training too. Or are you saying just for the sake of, like, getting the P boxes? Oh, you're saying just for PE boxes. Since we do need a lot of them. And bird's a good way of getting them. Also, we have a bar. Hang on, let me do that. Amber Dawn. Speaking of red bullets and the need for them. I feel like I have a good sense of what to do, but at the same time... Yeah, that. Basically, when I'm focused, I'm good, but when my attention starts to wander, then it wanders. You have the lowest HP, grab the heart. Shoot. With what did I do? I think that might be the first time in a long while I missed meltdowns. God. I just completely dropped my attention span. Anyway, until further notice, London is, I guess, designated scarecrow person. Okay, for lack of being able to send anyone else, Gabriella, you go see what the deal with this piano lady is. Oh, hey, Simply Lawful. Thanks for your contribution. Which bird specifically? Judgment. We don't have judgment in this facility yet. We want to have judgment in the facility, but I guess it hasn't favored us yet. That music does sound vaguely familiar. Just Gabriella on the piano while this random lady judges her. Okay, and then that lowers success rate. 20 for basic information. Plus 10, plus 12. Zoom in on the stats? Or zoom in on her? I thought that was doing white damage. What? That's interesting. And not at all something that leaves me terrified. Which sadistic donator is the one who came up with this concept? I'm going to send someone to all around help him. I think last was Marion, so this time it's not. I do remember one vague fact about Perform, and it's that you can't use it 3 times in a day or something like that. Like after you use it a 3rd time, it's an automatic change. At least I swear it was something like that. Mary, you need your justice boosted something fierce. Yeah, okay, that's it. Don't mind me, I'm just having some thoughts over here. The balance of the new agents that need training and the old agents that also need training. Okay, you two keep with these two. Get your attachments up to 3 so I can trust you for the dangerous stuff. Also, I don't think I'll be using Bear for the rest of the day because I've completely lost track of who was doing what with it. Also, why is your Clyfoth only at 1 all of a sudden? I would say one more performance with Gabriella, because she can handle it, and then just not touch this until I figure out what else to do with you. Something tells me it's gonna be a while until we get everything from this abnormality. I forget how many seconds it is till something triggers with the shelter. Is it 10 or 20? Or 30? I'm going to go get my bow. This tool, being what it is, does look very funny though, because it's just a person standing in this room. Now, this might be a unpopular opinion, but I think it might have been the biggest waste of potential that we never got anything with this shelter during Canto 7. Because it took place in P-Core, and this thing is from P-Core. That would have been the perfect time to do that kind of callback, and yet they didn't, and that bothers me more than it should. Il pianto della luna. I believe that's Italian, but Italian and Spanish can sound pretty similar, so I can pronounce it. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 6. So that's 30 boxes that I need, and I can't do performance again because then it'll break out. I'm actually not entirely sure what to do about that. So until further notice, I'm just not going to touch it. Mary, get some justice training. How are you still at food? I'm going to give Gabriella her boost with the knight, because we do have a potentially annoying ordeal coming up. Okay, 2 more to proc that. You know what? Since troll abnormalities don't activate Crycloth, I'm going to send Pansy in there again, just for a little while longer. Because I'm pretty sure it's 30 seconds per session and not cumulative. 30 seconds cumulative would just be sadistic. Shelter from the 27th of March is what this is called. And the effect of this thing is to, quite short, fully heal whoever stands inside. But the drawback to that, and what makes it not worth it 9 times out of 10, is that the quote-unquote, what words am I looking for? The drawback to using the shelter is that every 30 seconds, an abnormality will break out if it can breach. And when we have guys like Big Bird over here, that's something we want to prevent at all costs. I do not like that. Okay, that still counted as good. But I did not like that very much still. 140 is what I choose. We're still missing 1 set of paws from the bear, but I genuinely no longer remember who was the last person to use it, so I'm just not gonna touch it. That feels like the safest thing to do. Okay, time for slugs. Okay, these three should be enough for this group over here. Misona and Emilia by themselves should be good enough for these two, for this group. Information, that's the part where it can get kind of problematic. And that is where we might use these for the first time. Or maybe not. Okay, no. Gabriella, you could probably handle a group of slugs all by yourself. And as for everyone else, all of you, red shields. And try to swarm the last group. If it gets to be too dangerous, I'm gonna retreat them immediately. Oh, did I accidentally give a red shield to a clerk instead? That's kind of funny. Oh, did any appear in Central Command? They did. I'm actually not sure what to do about Central Command. Now what are my options? Noise is super red weak. That is a note of that. Okay, red shields for these guys. And then off down there. Pansy you two, just to be safe. Oh, You know, I actually kind of forgot that group was being failed. Well, the nice thing is that I can largely leave the slugs alone, since all they do is kill clerks. Wait, what am I talking about? That'll upset Big Bird. In fact, it already has. In that case, Gabriella, once you take care of your squad, your group here, you're going to head down to Central Command to help them out. Anyone that could feasibly reach Central Command, do so. Because they need the assistance. I did give these two red shields, I'm pretty sure. At least I think I did. So you can at least start here on Central Command. Or wait, they moved. Now they're in information. That's not actually as big of a deal as it could be. Oh, where are they now? The fact that they can teleport like that is probably the worst part of these things. Especially because Central Command is so freaking big. They're in... Now they move to the other one. At this point, they're just taking advantage of the fact that Central Command is so tedious to navigate. Get back in there for healing. Okay, Big Bird's at only 3 right now. I don't want to send people to work until we have the slugs 100% exterminated. Honestly, my biggest hope at this point is that the slugs might move to an upper layer to make it easier to slaughter them. Would you look at that? They went to move to information. Anywhere else the slugs may be? No, they're all in information. Okay, now we can send Miso to Big Bird. Okay, no, only after everyone's back in their departments, because things got more than a smidge scrambled there. $13 boxes. Wrong thing, I keep pushing the wrong thing. Okay. 4 and starting at 3, it starts getting common. So I guess 5 would be the best of it. Got a bit of a clerk wipeout there, but it do be what it do be. When did that become a catchphrase? I started saying that a lot out of nowhere, and don't know where I picked it up from. I need to keep cycling out attachment for the newbies too, so that they can actually begin to handle better stuff. Like, I think Owen could pretty safely engage with Scarecrow at this point. Anton, you do a work with Puppy. Where is Anton in this list? Oh, he's Central Command. That's why I couldn't find him. Only got a clip off of one right now, probably because of the earlier ones. If the Scarecrow escapes, I don't have... Oh, it only has one to begin with. That I didn't. In that case, London, keep going, keep doing your thing. You're gonna have insight level 20 by the time today ends. Okay. Emilia, you do attachment with the Big Bird just to satiate it a little. Well, London has yet to panic, probably because she has attachment 3. Do we have anyone else with white weapons in the area? No, nothing but black over here. Black and red. Gabriella, please get somewhere I can easily access you. I think Gabriella should be able to intercept her in time, since they're headed in the same direction anyways. Oh, hi, and then Scarecrow escaped. She can't get more than one stab in at a time is the problem. So our solution may just be to send every white person down there to see if they can get to her on time. London has no justice. How is she moving so fast? Well, I guess the bigger issue is Scarecrow here. If he runs into one of the... Why did that work session go so bad? The previous ones were fine. Oh, so it's basically the fault of, It's basically the fault of, Oh, hi. You get out of there. You can't handle this. Okay, London is fine. Chill up there for the meantime. Gabriella, since you're in the area, kill a Scarecrow. somehow that went less poorly than it should have. Oh my god, how did we pull off that miracle? That should not have ended as well as it did. See, Tippereth? I told you it was safe to count on me. I make dumb things happen. No, still at 4. I think because there was only like a small handful of 2-3 clerks from Central Command. It needs 5 before it loses a fight off. It might be for the best to start to focus on the high box people, because we need to end this day before more shenanigans happen. That is okay. I am fine with that. Who's the person I usually send to grind out? Who else is high box? Orange Girl, no. Yo, her. She can make a good one. Scarecrow, I'm not sure what to do with them. Well, I guess there was nothing wrong with using that same strategy. Just have... but not with one. Does Prudence get... Prudence just makes wandering panic in general, doesn't it? That might be why that happened. Why Misona specifically? Because of her weapon? In that case, we could probably count our blessings that it was wander and not suicide. Otherwise, we would have we would have lost an agent right then and there. It's weak to black. In that case, with your... you get a bow tie. It gives us speed +4. Well, the good news is that getting that boosted success rate a tiny bit, so that'll help for the future. Did Punishing Bird glitch? What? Where's Punishing Bird? Where's Punishing Bird? Did it? Why did you go to Central Command and... This game finds new ways to make me question my life choices. Dare I send London again, or do I... Okay, first of all, attachment work with the Yanko de Luna. No, not Pansy. Definitely not Pansy. Today's expression wouldn't be sit. No, that's text versus dog. That's a bad idea. For lack of anyone better to send, Sona. What she needs more than anything is fortitude, but I want to get boxes for this abnormality. And then after that, we can reach the meltdown. I'm going to do that plan. Oh, okay. I understand. Well, the nice thing about the meltdown is that it'll replenish all my bullets. Since this is the backer abnormality, I feel the need to ask, what made them decide that for Moonlight Sonata to be what they would use? Because it's copyright, and it's made the abnormality very problematic like that. Okay, 23. I need 30, so when Sona goes in for another go. Okay, Punishing Bird. Just gonna send a random person. Okay, let's actually pay attention this time and get all the meltdowns. Okay, that can be one of the newbies. Rose is the one I usually send for that. Crumbling Armor can be Jose since you're nearest. Radio can be Lamarcus since you do need it. Puppy can be Anton also because he needs it. Or no, I could send someone nearby. I'll send you because you have the most HP and also the machine is melting down. Shylock is melting down. That could be problematic. And the shelter is melting down. And I think that's all. Pansy, think about your life choices. Honestly, the one I'm least clear... the one I'm least clear about is Shylock, ironically enough. Okay, just get you out immediately. Get you out immediately as well. And you... If we're doing Shylock anyways, maybe we'll get some justice training in. Well, I didn't dedicate to any work thing. Fragments, then. Oh, Shylock may actually just melt down entirely on its own. I just cannot win with these meltdowns today. Well, if it had to be on any abnormality, I'm glad it was Shylock. Let's send Misona another round on our new Vov then. Just to get those last boxes. And then get her back to recover her sanity. I would say push to the next meltdown, close to the next meltdown level, and then stop. Okay. Cool. Oh, by the way, here's a little thing about the Vov abnormality. The abnormality is the piano, not the woman. This is important because when we get the breach information, it says it's non-breaching. But this can breach, so you might be wondering, well, how could that be? That's because the woman will get out of the containment unit and cause trouble, and you need to suppress the woman, but since the abnormality is the piano itself, it doesn't actually count as suppressing an abnormality. Some very interesting design choices among these backer abnormalities is basically what I'm saying. I will figure out what to do about you another day. And I have to figure it out, but not today. Because of all the commotion that happened today, I actually hadn't done much with this. I'm gonna send Misona to the bird then, as soon as other people finish with their stuff. Or I'm gonna send Misona to the bird as soon as she finishes her conversation with Reddit. kind of, yeah. Central Command would be good, because she's the only one I would recommend for Scorch Girl. And she might be good for the other people down here, too. Point one. No, definitely not that. I don't see any particular reason to keep going. Mary got promoted to level 5. Their justice and their prudence hit the right levels. And London hit level 3 because she actually raised her prudence in the middle of all that madness. The bad news means she can no longer work on Scarecrow without it breaching, but we'll work it out. She was so tough. No. Red shoes. What's this one? This one I super don't recognize. Bad draw. Well, at this point, we have no reason to take a test at this point. You want old lady? Like at this point? Flesh idol. I would say at this point grab notes. Or were you thinking about portrait? I do know portrait. Or I know of it. Did you know there's a cactus on your chaotic mess of a desk? It seems that an employee who wanted to become intimate with... What? Run that by me again, Angela. If I were to give my personal input, I don't like cacti I don't like cacti much. There could be various reasons for one to grow a plant. However, its vicious thorns are not something worth enduring like those of a rose, as it is not pleasing to the sight, nor does it produce valuable sap like a maple tree. I've also never seen one grow a flower bud. Theoretically, it would bloom in the right environment. That possibility is something I've never witnessed, as it may be all the cacti I have known spread their roots into barren soil. Do you believe the cactus will bear a flower? I think some cacti do. You talk as if you've seen it for yourself. Well, if you're so certain about it, then keep it. This place doesn't even have someone, but who am I to stop you? Oh, you're by yourself. If you're looking for Tiferet, she's still at the middle layer meeting. I'm bad at holding conversations. I kind of miss the managers who were more talkative at times like this. Hey, there's something I wanted to ask. Have you noticed that someone's memory and emotions bleed and seep out of us? What? As you've seen, we act angry, feel happy, want things, look sad, even though we're machines. We even have our own weaknesses. Why is that? What's inside of us? If something is really inside of us, then why? Why make something imperfect, planting weakness? I tried to find the answer, but I really couldn't get it. I'm sure you have that answer, locked away somewhere in your memory. Maybe there's a reason why there has to be imperfection. We're machines, yet not machines. Not machines. Hey, are you two having fun without me? Tiferet, it's troublesome to have a conversation that's this fun. It appears it is time for another replacement. The cycle is getting shorter and shorter. But it can be rebuilt anytime we need, right? Well, it's still an asset to the corporation, so I would prefer not to have it go to waste. Tiferet, perhaps we should explain it to the manager first. Huh? Why? I've told you, Tiferet, the human mind is a fragile thing. It's not capable enough to perceive the existence of beings like us in our wholeness. I mean, it's not that gross. It's nothing compared to, like, decapitating an employee or slicing open their torso with their guts spilling out. Ah, I think I understand what's going on here. Humans are susceptible to the unknown. The scene doesn't always have to be graphic to break the mind. There's so much to be mindful of. Why can't they just replace managers with machines? We could simply replace them whenever they try to do something stupid. Like how we replaced Tiferet. Tiferet, there are things only humans are able to take care of. The founder of Lobotomy Corporation must have had a reason for assigning me a human manager. Well then, off we go to storage. That's one of the few locations where the cognition filter is weakened. I know that place. Tiferet, what are you talking about? It's where we always go during work. I don't mean that. I remember what happened there last time. You do? That's great. Thank you for helping me like you always do. 6 and lower. Yep. Oh boy. What is with the bots right now? So, next week could get interesting, but we might not get the full significance of that for a while, depending on what we do next. So, I suppose next time on the left side of reality, we think about the future of this run. See you all then.